Hi there, welcome to Chapter 2, Lesson 1. In this lesson, we're going to look at some of the English language sites that are available to you, and then also look a little bit about why you might want to expand your search beyond just these. So let's start with these four. They're four of the biggest, four of the most common ones. You should definitely check these ones out. They all have slightly different ways to search and pros and cons. But as we know, now there is no MLS in France, so you'll find different properties on these sites. You might find some overlap, but if you just look at one or two of them, or just these four, you won't see all the properties that could be of interest to you. So where else can you look if you've already had a look through these four? Well, there's also what I would call introducer portals. One of these in English language is HealyFox, and they work differently to these aggregator sites that we saw on the previous page. So they will contact the agents for you, and you can't see who the listing agent is on the HealyFox site or any of these introducer sites because they make their money by introducing you, basically, and taking some of the agent commission. But again, you'll find different properties on there. It can be a useful tool for you to look at. They have some quite useful search functions if you are looking at where to look in France. Um, the two biggest English language speaking agencies in France are these two. They don't cover all of France, but they're the two biggest ones, and all of their agents speak both French and English. Again, if you are looking just on the aggregator sites or the introducer sites, you won't see all the properties. If you look on these sites, you'll see all the properties that these agencies have available. Not all of those properties will be listed on the other aggregator sites. So again, it's somewhere else to look. There'll be less properties on these because it's just one agency each. But it's worth having a look. If you find something on one of the aggregator sites that you like that's with an agency, worth having a look on the agency website too to see if they have anything else of interest. So there's lots of English language portals, and there's even more than this. If you look, you'll find loads more with a quick search online. But these are some popular ones that are useful. I would have a look at all of them if I were you. But you might be thinking, why do I need to consider the French portals when we've got all these English language ones? Well, I'm going to tell you. So I've done a quick search criteria here. We're looking at a department called Var. It's where Aix-en-Provence is. I've looked at a fairly standard budget, 450,000 to 550,000 euros, and a kind of a house between 150 and 250 meters squared is kind of a popular house size. I've put some outside space, so minimum of 1,000 meters squared, and a house rather than an apartment. So let's see what these English language sites, how many properties they threw up in Var with this criteria. Well, you can see them here. So FrenchProperty.com had 22, Greenacres had 55, Figaro had 31, and Rightmove had 45. So, all sort of 30 to 50 odd properties. I did the same thing for some of the popular French language aggregator sites. Let's have a look and see how many properties they found with exactly the same search criteria. So we can see here that Le Bon Coin has 207, SeLoger has 239, and Bien Ici also has 207. So it's quite a big difference, and you can see from this why I'm saying that you need to expand your horizons beyond just the English language sites. It could make a real difference to trying to find your dream property. Don't miss out and ignore the French language sites. And if you're worried about that, don't worry. Coming up, there'll be lots more information and useful hints and tips for you on the course about how to navigate the French sites and how to make them work best for you.